we were going to meet Emily and Daidus. We'd all booked like an Airbnb. Sydney starts messaging Emily and Daidus, and we're like, where are you guys? And they're like, we're at the Starbucks. And I'm like, cool. So we walk around and we see a Starbucks and we message them. Yo, where are you guys? We can't see you. And they're like, no, we're sitting down at the Starbucks. And then we replied saying, we're sitting down at the Starbucks. And then Sydney messages them, where are you guys right now? And they're like, we're at Lisbon Airport. I don't know if there was a miscommunication happening. Yeah. They had somehow found themselves in Lisbon Airport after God knows how many hours of their flights.
Welcome to another episode of Trash Taste. I'm your host, Connor. I'm today joined by the boys during Garnt.
That was for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
I could tell that was like a wake up, Connor.
Let's go, wake up. It's been a while since we've been in the studio.
No, it hasn't. It's been a week, Joe.
Sorry.
It's been a week, Joe.
7 days is a long time for some people.
Oh my God, 7
That's
days.
been a while
for us. But for the viewers, it's been 1 week.
It's only been 1 week. How are you guys?
Yeah, we haven't recorded an episode in like a month. Chat.
Yeah.
Chat? Fuck. We're cooked.
I know what you've been doing for the past month.
Well, everything. I've been doing everything.
You've been doing everything?
Oh.
Well, you guys went to Portugal, right?
We did go to Portugal. We went there for a wedding.
Right.
We weren't there for long though. Well, I wasn't. I was there for like 4 days. Three
Yeah, I
days.
mean, I was there for like 6 days.
Oh,
I'd
okay,
say.
okay.
Yeah.
But did you get to explore at all?
I went around the city of Porto a little bit. And it was
Yeah.
good.
Is it your first time in Portugal?
First time in Portugal. First time in Porto.
Actually, it is.
Yeah.
And Spain, which is the bigger brother,
Yeah.
landmass wise.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd never been to Portugal.
I was.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, Europe. a lot of the there's so much similarities between the like often I feel like the Mediterranean type like European places that if you've gone to like Spain, it's very similar, but just a bit different really.
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously I know that like
That is I will say that was probably the most European thing you've ever said, because to non-Europeans, like Europe is just like, oh my God,
Yeah.
so much wonder and mystery.
It was really nice. All of it's really nice.
Yeah.
But it's not like you don't suddenly go over the border and it's like, it's so different.
Right.
They're speaking Portuguese.
Yeah.
Well, that's like the biggest difference. Really.
Yeah.
I mean, absolutely beautiful city and
Yeah,
absolutely
so
beautiful country. Oh my God.
Yeah, I wanna
Porto
go
is
so
actually one of
bad.
like the most beautiful cities I've seen.
That's very picturesque.
It was
Very
like
picturesque.
everywhere you'd walk around, it was almost like, it's Instagram heaven, basically.
Right.
And it's like very hilly as well. So you'd be walking around these random points, and I swear it was like, it felt like something like Assassin's Creed almost, where you look at the view top and you're like, I want to jump on all of these rooftops right now.
It is designed like an Assassin's Creed map.
That's dope.
We had a friend's wedding that was in Porto, so that's why we ended up going there.
Right,
And,
right.
Yeah.
It was really nice. Very, very
Did
nice.
you try the local cuisine at all?
Yeah, what was the food like?
So I guess Porto, or I guess Portugal in general, is famous for a couple of things. I think sardines.
Okay.
I didn't get to try.
Yeah.
I really wanted to.
Did you try the Porto special? I think it's like Francoccina.
Francoccina?
Yeah.
that?
I can't. What's it
Yeah,
called?
they have this weird ass thing.
Yeah. Can you search up French?
Honestly,
I'm probably
the way this
pronouncing
thing-
it wrong at
The
all.
way this thing looks, bro, it looks like British food.
Okay.
And I mean that in a negative sense. Yeah, that's it.
Francescina?
So it's like, look at this. You can't tell me this doesn't look like
Okay.
British food.
Oh, that's British food.
It's fire though. It's
I'm
great.
gonna
looks
say
good.
this. I'm gonna say this. So I think the one that I had was closer to on the left. Yeah, that one. So what it is it is just a sandwich packed with every single kind of meat
Yeah.
you can think of, and
has
an
like-
egg on top.
Yeah, like salami,
Yeah.
pork, and beef.
Yeah,
Right.
and then they melt cheese on top of it.
Right.
And then they pour tomato gravy on top of it. And I'm like,
That sounds fucking fire.
okay, it is the first time.
Yeah.
And then the second time, you're like, this is so many calories,
Yeah.
man. Holy fucking shit. I am going to get a heart attack eating this.
Also, because obviously it's so many like cured meats and stuff, it was
Yeah.
it's quite salty.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Even for, I'm a guy, I like salt. But
Yeah.
even for me, I was like, I was like getting heart
So,
palpitations.
so
eating
there
it.
was like
It's good though.
There was like steak, there was like sausages, there was like a lot of cured meats, and then
Salami
you throw
and
in
stuff, yeah.
like salami and stuff. and then you throw on the cheese on top, and then you throw on the tomato gravy on top, which wasn't just sweet, it was like salty as well.
Right.
And
God damn.
yeah, I'm getting heart palpitations just looking at that image. Great hangover food. I will say 100% great hangover food. But what surprised me is that how would you get through one of those? Because
how big is it? Like,
so I did a mistake and I ordered like some sides and I ordered this. And because I thought, I don't know, I just assumed everything was going to be small.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, in Europe, sometimes things are like reasonably portioned where you can get like a starter and a main.
Yeah.
And so like I was with someone else and we were sharing, and then I ordered this, and this, like something like this big came out.
Yeah.
There was another main and like two sides, and I was kind of hoping that like it was a situation where I was going to eat half, they were going to eat half. They did not eat half. They had like one bite, and I was like, you're fucking me. You're fucking me right now. I need you to fucking help me. I'm dying of salt. I need you to help me.
damn.
Yeah, I remember when me and Sydney went to the restaurant and we were like, okay, it's probably like we had heard of to try it, so we were like, oh, we'll just order like one each. Maybe it'll be like a sandwich.
Oh no.
And I couldn't even when the plate appeared, we were like, oh no. We should have shared this.
Well, yeah, because this
way.
image says that this is for 2 people. It says yield 2.
Yeah. I think we should have like learned, because when we were ordering the menu, when we ordered this, they were like, "Oh, you want one? You want one each?" And
that should have been your son.
What's crazy is that like the steak in the middle is like at least the one I had was like a full on normal steak, like fillet.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was like perfectly cooked.
Yeah.
It was just thrown in this. And you're like, it just feels wrong that we've thrown such a beautiful cut of meat into this. But it tasted so good.
Was it expensive? Like, is it expensive?
No, it's like the same price as like Italy. So like, like coffee is normally like €2.
Yeah.
Or like €1.50, depends where you are.
Yeah, Portugal is actually very cheap.
Okay.
Compared to some other places in Europe I've been to.
Yeah, like food is generally really affordable and really high quality. Depends where you go there.
Yeah, there was this moment where we didn't know what the price range was like, right? So normally first bar we go to and we go into this like a bar in like the center of like Porto, and we just want a glass of wine. So Sydney wants a glass of wine, so she orders. We see €9, and we're like, oh, okay, it's center of the city, €9 for a glass of wine, pretty expensive, but whatever.
Yeah, you're on holiday.
We're on holiday, whatever. Yeah. So to bring out a bottle, we were gonna have one drink.
I was gonna say €9 for a glass. Must be a fancy ass glass.
I'm used to like London prices. I hear €9, so I'm like, that's London. That's central London.
Yeah.
And so we were gonna go in for a quick drink, and Sydney is stuck there with a bottle of wine to herself.
It's like, damn, bro, it's 10:30.
Literally,
you got a bottle of wine.
Literally, we had just gone off the plane. We were waiting for our friend, so we're like, we'll get a cheeky glass of wine. Ends up with a bottle to herself.
Bottle.
Yeah, cheeky bottle to herself. Welcome to Europe, I guess.
Was the wine good at least?
Yeah, I enjoyed the wine.
Yeah.
Well, they have the famous wine is obviously the port wine.
The port wine.
Yeah, the port wine.
That's like the super sweet wine.
Yeah, I'm not too much of a fan of port wine, just because I'm not a fan of sweet wine myself personally.
I didn't mind it for like dessert.
Yeah.
After a meal, but
it's not like a sippy kind of wine.
Yeah.
It's quite. You feel kind of sick after a while.
Right. I guess that makes sense why there's so much salty food here. I guess that's what it's used for, right? To like maybe balance it out.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like with like sweet wines, I can handle one glass at most. But normally, I don't know. As the more I grow older, the more I hate sweet stuff. I think that's just taste buds, I guess, changing.
True.
I've realized my taste buds have changed recently as well, because I had this moment. I've hated oysters my entire life. Like
really?
Yeah. I couldn't stand them.
Even like cooked oysters?
Even more cooked oysters.
Really?
What? I don't know.
Because I get if you don't like the raw oysters.
I struggle with raw, but cooked is great.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who can't eat like raw oysters, but they can do cooked oysters.
I don't know. Just what kind of cooked? Are we talking like battered?
Like Kilpatrick or like maybe fried or anything. Basically,
Literally anywhere.
There's a number of ways you can cook oyster.
I don't know. In my mind, cooking oysters.
You can steam oysters as well. Steamed oysters are pretty good.
In my mind, cooking oysters, the whole appeal of oysters, I thought, was just to eat raw. I don't know.
I mean,
I think just fresh, really.
Yeah.
I think raw is just one component of that.
I personally like raw over cooked. But.
Because whenever I see cooked oysters, my mental is like, oh, that's probably not even fresh oysters because they had to cook it. I don't know. There's probably a mental thing.
Yeah, probably.
But to me, I think I've heard so many horror stories with just people being like, oh yeah, I got food poisoning. It was the oysters. I mean, it's always the oysters.
Yeah, it's always the oysters.
The general rule of thumb is often don't order oysters at a place that doesn't really specialize in like seafood. Really.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't go to the like local diner and get some fucking
Yeah.
even if they had one. You know what I mean? Like you normally want to go to the place that looks like they specialize in it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise you might be getting some pretty gnarly oysters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know what happened. We were in a bar and they were like serving oysters and I saw the picture and it's so weird just being like, this has looked disgusting my entire life, but this for the first time in my life, I don't know. Kind of feel like I want to fuck with it. Yeah, I don't know why.
I really hope I get that.
Huh?
I really hope I get that with oysters. I really want to like them so bad.
Dude, I can pack away oysters like it's no tomorrow.
See people put like 12 away. I'm
Yeah,
like, that's
I know,
fucking
right?
insane.
Yeah, dude. I think the most I've done like raw, I've probably done like 15 to 20.
Fucking hell, that's a lot of raw oysters to eat.
And you know what? Every single one, the risk of me getting food poisoning just kept increasing.
man.
I was somehow okay.
Yeah.
I've never gotten food poisoning off oysters.
Yeah, and I don't know. This one time, I just I know the taste of oysters, and I know that I hated the taste of oysters. But this one time, I was looking at this picture, and I'm like, why does this suddenly look delicious? Why is my brain telling me that? And I'm like, hey, Sydney, you want to share some oysters? I want to do a tester. I want to test things.
Right.
And so we get just a plate of 3 oysters to share, and I have the bite. And it's so weird just actually feeling your brain chemistry change to be like,
So it's that good. Huh?
this tastes delicious. And I don't know why. I'm like, everything about the aftertaste of oysters that I hated before,
Right.
my brain is suddenly telling me, yeah, I fuck with this now.
I mean, it probably helped that you had it in like a seaside town
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well,
yeah.
right?
I mean,
Where
yeah,
it was most likely
definitely.
fresh.
I mean, your brain is constantly changing. So
Yeah.
I think it's no surprise that if you're open to trying new foods.
Yeah, because the thing I hated about oysters before was that it tasted like fucking. It literally tasted like the sea.
Yeah.
For better or worse,
It's the same kind of reason why a lot of people can't eat like uni, for instance, because it just smells like the ocean.
I can't do any.
Yeah, it's like the smell of just like the salty ocean smell that kind of throws a lot of people off.
Yeah, but you get that sweetness with the uni as well, which I do like, which you don't get with oysters. But I don't know. It was so weird just feeling my brain chemistry change just at the age of 35. I'm like, shit.
It's like, wait,
man.
I think I like oysters now.
Yeah, I'm like, I woke up one day and I'm like, damn, I like oysters now. I don't know what happened. My brain literally.
I will say though, like oysters and also uni as well, like the difference between like really fresh, nice, expensive oyster and uni versus like the not fresh, cheap variety is like night and day.
Yeah.
Like you can immediately tell if it's like a cheap, not fresh
And there's
one.
some foods that you're like, I probably won't try not to eat the cheap one.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it.
It's just
Yeah.
not worth it. Yeah.
So that's what scarred me on uni. It was like I had like a really bad kaiten sushi uni, and it was like a little like darkish and like slightly green, and I was like, I'll try uni, and I tried it. I was like,
Yeah.
So if you come to Japan, highly recommend. If you already like uni, then fine, go for it.
Yeah,
But if it's your first time, wouldn't recommend trying like 100 yen uni.
Yeah.
You might
pay a little bit
scarred.
extra, and it's a world of difference.
It's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They also have like the egg tarts, which are famous in Portugal.
Oh
That's
yeah,
another
yeah.
big
That was like with
Ooh,
every
egg
bar.
tart. It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
Hell yeah.
First hot take of the day. Don't know if I'm a fan of European coffee.
What?
Wait, what do you mean?
So
Just in general?
let me explain. Explain
that, Garnt.
Like
I was about to say that's my favorite part.
I knew that was gonna trigger you.
There's just nothing better than like sitting out on a balcony at like 1 p.m. and just sitting there with like an espresso.
Yeah,
It's
Connor's
just God-
brow really
Bro.
furrowed the moment you said that. Like,
Yeah. I was just like, there are plenty of times when, we're out exploring Porto, and we're like, let's go get a coffee at a nice European coffee shop. Sure. We're like, great. Go to the coffee shop, get served the coffee. It's like tiny, right? By the time we sit down, we've already finished the coffee, and we're like, damn, what do we do now? What do we do now?
Order another one.
That's the problem, Joey.
Bro, sip it and take your time and talk.
Yeah, were you like fucking necking that shit?
But you can make an espresso last like 20 minutes if you just like sip it like, sparingly.
What kind of sips are we taking? Just like little baby
Like
sips?
little, little bird sips.
The espresso is strong enough where you don't need like a lot of the fluid.
But I like taking my time, but I like taking my time with the coffee. It's whenever we order coffee, I'm always the last one to finish. I am always the last one to finish, right? Okay. But with the size of coffee you get in Europe, I'm just like, you have to take tiny baby sips.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they don't last nearly as long as I want them to last.
I have a question.
Okay.
Do you feel like you have to leave when you finish your drink?
I feel like, and this is maybe like I need to stim, right? to me, the act of like just having something there to just like, just take a sip every now and again. Like I do, that to me, I feel uncomfortable if I don't have something to like do,
Right.
It's like, you go to a bar, you finish your drink, right? Do you order another one, or do you just leave it without any drink for a while?
Depends on what I'm doing. If I'm in a conversation with someone, then I'll keep talking.
Sometimes you're out drinking with someone and you're both drinking at different paces.
Yeah.
And one of you is going to have to be like, all right, I'm going to wait for you to finish your drink.
Yeah.
So you can order it together. Same thing.
It's just so like if we want to go to the next bar, it's like, well, maybe I'm like nearly done and you just got a new drink, and I'm like, I don't really want another drink.
Yeah.
I don't want to have to like speed run it, so I'll just wait for you to finish yours.
Yeah. But I think what I realized with like European coffee culture is that I only really like, at most I would like 2 coffees, but with the size that they give you, no matter if you order like a latte or a cappuccino or an espresso, for all that matter, they're all the same fucking size.
No, latte's bigger.
It's like slightly bigger.
No, it's like a lot bigger.
Hold on. How big are we talking? Like,
cappuccino is normally like this big, and then the latte normally comes in the glass that's like this big.
Yeah.
It's like
that's what I
quite a lot
figured.
of milk.
How
really? Because the ones I went to, they were all like kind of like the same-ish size. You would rarely get
Unless you're
ones.
getting a latte macchiato. It's like more
maybe.
of
I'm my coffee knowledge
is I think smaller than the.
Well, then the next time,
latte.
then you're in Europe, just order the largest fucking coffee they have every time, and then you'll be good.
even the largest coffee.
Just the largest. Just go up to them and be like, "What's the largest size that you have?"
Yeah, that's like the size of a latte.
Okay, that's what I was imagining.
That's pretty much the largest size they have.
How fast are you drinking that?
So because
I'll take my time with that.
Okay, that one is a reasonable size. All the coffee shops I went to was more like that one on the
very left.
Yeah,
that's
that one.
Pretty sizable.
That's pretty big.
That's tiny. That's tiny.
Also,
that's fucking
most
tiny.
certainly a cappuccino. I think.
Yeah, that I could easily. I don't know. Like, how fast are you drinking this thing? Like in a few minutes?
Yeah, like 5 minutes.
God, you drink coffee like Americans drink alcohol.
No. I wouldn't say that. It's like you could go through that in like 5-10 minutes, right?
I guess, but if I wanted to take my time with it, I can.
I feel like I'm talking most of the time, so I feel like I don't have as much room to.
Or even if you're like, say for example, you're out in somewhere in Europe and you're sitting outside, basking in the sun with a coffee, and you're just killing some time, then you can just I don't know, talk to your friends, or if you're by yourself,
how much
people watch, look at your phone.
How much coffee can you drink in like one sitting, one session?
In one session?
Yeah. One coffee shot.
Sounds degenerate, that question. You shouldn't be asking this question.
I am asking this question.
I don't think I'll ever.
Have you ever min-maxed your coffee before?
I've only ever done like 2.
Yeah, 2 at most.
2?
Yeah.
It's like maybe I've had 1 and I'll be like, all right, this is a great conversation. I'll go get another one.
After 2, it's like degen territory.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking degen to keep drinking.
Yeah, considering we just ordered another coffee after sitting down after finishing our coffees here.
This is my second one, so after this,
we
I'm
are
good.
drinking these coffees over the course of like 3 or 4 hours. Okay, it's fine. It's a normal morning for me.
Yeah. I don't know. I just found that maybe I've been America pilled.
You have.
I think so.
Maybe because I noticed that it's not just America pilled. I feel like British coffees are more similar in size to like America than it is to Europeans, even though even though, you know, we're closer to Europe.
Well,
But
I think it's because, like, I don't know. I feel like espresso isn't as popular in the UK as it is in, like, the
because you can't make it last
Mediterranean
long.
area. Yeah. We also, we like the weird, like, fucking cinnamon fucking bollocks that they add to coffee.
Oh, yeah, the pumpkin spice latte.
Spice and all that.
Yeah.
We like
We
that
do,
in
but
the UK, unfortunately.
doesn't necessarily need to be pumpkin spice. But
we like those kind of variants and, like,
because it makes it a fun drink.
See, my hot take is I don't know what the fuck the hype is around pumpkin spice lattes. I think
doesn't even have any pumpkin spice in it.
it's just like it. I think it actually ruins the coffee.
Is there any flavored coffee variant that you fuck with?
I mean, when I was like younger, I could do maybe like, you know, there's like the vanilla creamers and stuff like that you can get in like America and stuff.
I don't mind in America sometimes you get the sweet foam cold brews.
Yeah.
Those can be pretty good.
Those are all right.
They're decent because you're just getting cold brew with a little sweet layer on the top.
Yeah.
This could be good.
Like I could do that, but nowadays I'm just like, you know, going back to the whole thing of like, I don't really eat sweet things anymore. I don't even put sugar in my coffees anymore.
No.
So I'm just like, no, just give me a.
I mean, there's just something so fucking
standard.
nice when you see, like, you order a cold brew or an Americano or just an espresso and you're like, 0 calories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah.
God fucking bless.
It's like, I don't really need the sugar because then it becomes way too sweet.
Yeah. It's also like, coffee's like the goat at, like, I feel like if you're trying to maintain a healthy weight, because it's what you call it?
Diuretic.
And keeps you full.
Yeah.
So, you know, normally,
Yeah.
satiates
I'm
your hunger.
immediately shitting after a coffee.
Is that what diuretic means?
No, it is a diuretic, but there's also, I forgot the word for it, makes you not hungry. What's the word for not making, I don't know. Do you know what the word is, Kai?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Suppressant?
suppressant, maybe?
Yeah. I thought diuretic was when you like.
It makes you want to shit.
Yeah,
piss.
like
Yeah,
shit.
diuretic
and
is when it
piss
just goes
and
straight
shit.
through you. Yeah.
I mean, it is that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, use cautiously.
Wait,
Yeah.
so hold on. To go back to your hot take about you not liking European coffees. So this has nothing to do with the taste.
No, the taste is amazing.
It's
I just want
the
more. I
size.
want more of it. I want more of that taste.
Right.
I feel like you should just drink a latte.
Yeah, you should just get
Sounds
the
like you want a
largest
latte.
size coffee.
Well, also, they don't really do iced.
Yeah, but
Much, which-
sometimes I want like a black coffee as well.
Yeah.
And even like
Right.
their like black coffees were like super small. And I'm like, I don't want to add milk to this. I just want more
I don't know.
of this.
I think it's better to have increments of less because I often feel quite overwhelmed either in the UK or US when I get the size of something and I'm like, fuck, I have to commit to this. Whereas in, you know, Europe and Japan, I can kind of have a little bit.
Yeah.
And then if I want another one,
I think what you should do
can
is
get
just
another
go
one.
to Starbucks.
Don't say that, Joe.
You're good at- I think,
That's
yeah.
gonna make me sound
No,
so
I think-
uncultured.
Well, no,
because you should,
which I
because
am.
you
but-
can pick
I think
the
you want like a
sizes.
grande.
Yeah.
Sounds like you want a
Yeah.
fucking
Just get a grande at Starbucks,
Sounds
bro.
like you can't have a normal fucking coffee.
Yeah.
You want. You need a grande or a fucking tall or some bollocks like this.
I just like
You've been Starbucks pilled, bro.
I just like having a large enough size that I don't need to commit to finishing it, but I could if I really, really needed to, you know.
This is like why the big gulp exists. People like you, uncultured.
It's not about the size, Garnt. It's about the quality, all right?
Okay, yeah, but sometimes it can be about the size. Sometimes I am about the quality.
Get more
But-
sleep.
But sometimes I just need a lot of something and I
right.
need it to last a certain amount of time.
Well, then at that point, bro, I think you just got to commit to getting like 3 coffees. I think that's your only
Bro,
solution.
that's
at this
degen,
point.
man. That's
Yeah,
degen.
but you know, if that's gonna solve your issue, then sometimes you got to go degen. Yeah.
Give me the large size.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
next
man.
time you're in Europe, just go to when you go to a coffee shop, just go up to the guy or girl and being like, "Hey, what is your largest coffee
Yeah.
that you have?" And
Yeah.
then just get that.
All right. All right. I have come around to bread, though. Bread, amazing. Auto. Bread.
Nice.
It's just Europe bread, bro.
I
Yeah,
just
European
like-
bread, bro.
You know, maybe that was my problem growing up. Maybe I just didn't go to Europe, you know, enough.
Well, probably because in the UK we mostly get just sliced bread. We don't
Yeah.
really
Like white bread.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you can get other ones, but it's kind of, you know, it's normally a family thing. Like if your family wants you to get more of the,
Right.
but, you know, it's not as readily
Also, is
available.
it just me or is it easier to get good bread nowadays?
It definitely is now. I
Yeah.
feel like it was when we were growing up when it kind of started changing.
I was just like, my bread before was Tesco's Hovis white bread, and that was it. There wasn't any bakeries near where I lived.
Really?
there wasn't, no, the bakeries near me was mainly like sweets.
Yeah.
It was mainly
Right.
sweet breads,
Yeah.
and cakes and stuff. Because I mean, obviously in the UK we have a big like cakes and
The nearest me was like
sweet baked culture.
Greg's. That was it.
And then if it's we don't really just have a store that sells just
bread.
bread.
Oh, really?
Not really.
Wait, but you guys didn't have like different types of like bread and like supermarkets and stuff?
So I can't remember when I was super young, but at least when I was getting older, because of stuff like Aldi and Lidl, which are like German companies, they obviously had pretty big bread selection. So I think that kind of pushed the other supermarkets into kind of offering more and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Huh.
All right.
I remember when I was growing up, it was mainly just sliced bread.
Yeah.
And like maybe a baguette.
One thing I noticed in Porto as well is, you know how they do like the wine thing, where they bring over the wine and they explain, what the grapes are and what the flavor profile is. I swear to God, they were doing this with olive oil every time we'd.
Because they produce olive oil in Portugal,
right?
So I think they're pretty proud of talking about it.
What did they say? Like, these olives were picked from this olive farm or something?
There's always a story.
There's always a story
always
behind
a fucking
it.
story.
Yeah, and I don't know if I'm sold on it yet. I like olive oil.
I mean, they're trying to sell you a story.
Yeah, I like olive oil. I like good olive oil, but I haven't been able to. This is gonna be another fucking thing. I haven't been able to like distinguish between the like super high quality olive oil and the good olive oil.
Me neither. To be honest,
I mean,
olive oil tastes the same.
All you know is that when you've had fucking awful oil, you can fucking taste
You
it.
can taste awful oil,
But you can't really
but
taste it,
once it gets like past a
There's a
certain level of
threshold.
quality,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
like,
a threshold
damn.
where you're like everything else just
Yeah,
tastes good.
I'm like, damn, this all slaps.
You probably can only really tell when you're just literally just using it to dunk bread into.
Which is what they do in Porto.
Yeah. But like when it's used in cooking, it's like, bro, you're lighting it on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that like the Porto olive oil, he went hard. Normally, I need a little bit of vinegar. With my
balsamic?
like balsamic vinegar with the olive oil, but in Porto they just dip the bread in the olive oil, and I'm like, go down. This is good. This is fragrant as fuck.
Dude, I want to fucking bath like in June, the fucking Baron
Yeah, right.
in balsamic.
Yeah.
I want to fucking just sleep in the balsamic. Come out of it like, you've disturbed my balsamic
Bring me
bath.
bread and olive oil.
Yeah.
No.
Top me up.
Yeah, I actually bought like some bottles of olive oil back with me.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
That's how much I'm
Fair
like,
enough.
damn,
Hey,
okay.
fair enough.
This Porto olive oil,
Respect the game.
this goes hard.
He's going full European.
Yeah, I'm
When Garnt came back in the country, the dog's trying to smell a suitcase. I fucking get away from that suitcase. It's good. It's good, but I just don't really think about it much. So I think they did tell me a couple of times. They were like, "This is from Portugal." I'm like, "Okay."
It's like, what?
What?
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Your word?
Thank you. Thank
Say
you.
less.
Thank you. I'm from the UK.
That's good.
What's your favorite meal in Porto?
There's a lot of good meals.
Yeah.
A lot of the lunches I had were really good.
I know the lunch game there is insane.
I mean, just dining and looking at like the beautiful river is just so nice in general, and it was so affordable. Like they had this thing as well that was pretty common. They would have like this rice with duck, like fried rice with duck. So good.
Ooh.
So good.
I wasn't expecting duck.
Yeah, a lot of sea bass as well. That was really nice.
Yeah,
Sea bass was amazing.
Oh, yeah. I bet the seafood there was fucking
Every single
bomb.
meal I had was amazing, except one time I had lunch with Mudan, and the service was so ungodly, like stereotypically European bad,
Yeah.
that it was like, God fucking damn it. Like, we sit down, sun is beaming on me, and there's this little like parasol, and Hart, who's with us, goes to move it, and the guy comes out who hasn't been at our table at all. The moment Hart touches this parasol to move it, he fucking spawns, and he's like, "You can't touch that. Don't move it." And he's like, "Okay." Anyway, he leaves then, and we're like, "Can we order?" Oh no, okay, he leaves. Then you try to order, and then you order like maybe like 2 drinks. He like sign it, and then he like walks off. You're like, "We weren't done."
Yeah.
What the fuck? And so you're like, all right, fine, okay. And then when he brings out the drinks, it's just kind of like a thing of like, just throws it on the table and leaves. You're like, okay, all right, shit, fuck. All right. And then, and obviously like it became more busy, but at the time this was all happening, it wasn't very busy, the restaurant.
Yeah.
I get my food come out, and it's just like a giant fucking fly in it right away. I'm like, oh, bro. I'm like, whatever, take the fly out, just keep eating it. Cause I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's fine.
Yeah.
But then after a while, I'm getting cooked real bad by the sun. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just move the parasol. So I go up to move the parasol. Dude instantly spawns. And it's like, like a Skyrim dialogue. He's like, "What are you doing? I've informed you not to touch the parasol." Yeah, and I'm like, I am dying, and it is literally covering no one else at this time. I'm like, please let us move the parasol just so I'm not getting like indirect sunlight.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you cannot. And I'm like, okay, it's fine.
Feel the sun.
And then I'm like, all right, can we order our mains? And he walks off. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, crash out. I'm gonna crash out.
Yeah.
It was a disaster.
That's-
and then at the end, only place that ever asked me was like, you can tip 5% or 10% or
That place.
Yeah. Nowhere else asked me this.
Okay.
And then at the end he goes, "Oh, 0." like really quietly. And I was like, "Nah, 0, man. I'm good."
Yeah.
I was like, this was awful. This was genuinely awful.
The audacity.
But literally every other dining experience was amazing. Never asked for a tip. Tipped anyway because I'm like, this is great.
Yeah.
But like only like a little bit obviously it's €1. But it was so fucking nice.
Yeah. I will say Porto do need to, I don't know if this was Portugal wide or just Porto, but they definitely need to up their beer game.
Not a lot of beer.
Yeah, you go to Porto and you sit down in a restaurant and you get like the wine list and it's like a fucking yellow pages, like pages upon pages of like wines from like, because we're like Porto is also right next to like a wine region called like Douro Valley, so you got pages and pages of wine. You want beer? You get one choice. It's a Superbock. I think that's what it's called. Superbock, right?
Superbock?
That sounds awful.
Superbock. Superbock beer.
BOC.
Yeah, Superbock.
Yeah, Superbock. Yeah, this is like, I think this is the only beer I saw all around Porto.
Is this like the Corona beer of Portugal?
Yeah,
it
yeah.
Looks like it.
Because I was talking to I was talking to a friend who has family in Portugal, and apparently craft beer is just becoming a thing in Porto, because outside of that, everyone if you want beer, you have Superbock, and that's pretty much it.
Did you try it?
Is what I'm told. Yeah, I mean it's just the most typical bog standard. This is beer.
Yeah, this looks like the most beer.
It is just beer,
Yeah.
And he was telling me a story about one of his family members who, went to this new craft beer, and he was like, you know what, I'm going to try something else other than Superbock. I'm going to try this, maybe this new craft beer called Guinness. Yeah, right. So
wow.
So this Portuguese lad orders a Guinness, right? Has a sip of it, and he's like, what is wrong with this beer? This beer is flat. Where is all the bubbles? Where is all the fizziness? And apparently he signals the waiter, and he's like, I think something's wrong with this beer. This beer is flat. And the waiter looks at it and he goes, I've never served this beer before either. I'm gonna give you a new fresh one. New fresh one comes out, and it's also
still
a Guinness. and so just tells me what a lot of the locals, they only know Superbock, and that's it.
Just purely a wine drinking country.
Yeah,
from the sounds of it.
Purely a wine drinking country and Superbock, and that's all you get.
Damn,
that's great wine.
It is. It does have pretty good wine.
Very affordable.
Yeah, very affordable, which is something I forget about European wines, especially being in Japan.
Well, because there's like, you have like I'm sure there was like very expensive wine, but generally there's like the daily wine, which is like just really cheap, affordable.
Yeah.
And quite easy to drink.
Yeah, but
and
honestly,
super cheap, like €4 a glass or something, or even less.
Damn.
Yeah. Honestly, would recommend Porto a lot. Recommend Portugal. Did you go see any of the cathedrals?
I did. Yeah. I walked up all the steps. I was staying on the other side, so I walked over and then went up these like crazy Assassin's Creed back alleys.
Yeah.
One in the church. It was nice. Yeah, it was chill.
Dope.
It's fine. I just realized I'm not a big sightseeing person.
I'm not a big sightseeing person.
I'm a big sitting down and eating and relaxing person.
Yeah.
Maybe walking around, but I don't know.
But sometimes I just think like, going to some of the cathedrals, I'm like, damn, Catholics, man. Just, holy shit, man. Yo.
When you go into the room with the gold.
I don't, it's just like, some of these fucking churches, man. And the architecture and the artistry. and just, damn, how much money this.
This episode is sponsored by Shopify.
Guys, did you guys know I just made an anime? And you know what? That cost a lot of money.
Oh,
and
yeah.
One thing I didn't really think about was, how do I make my money back doing this?
I don't know, Garnt. What did you have to do?
You know, I thought about making merch, but where do we even start with that? How do I sell it? How do I send it to people? But you know what? Thankfully, Shopify came to save the day.
Shopify is the e-commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world and 10% of all e-commerce in the US, from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. Get started with your own design studio with hundreds of ready-to-use templates. Shopify helps you to build a beautiful online store to match your brand's style. Shopify is packed with helpful AI tools that write product descriptions, page headlines, and even enhance your product photography. Get the word out like you have a marketing team behind you. Easily create email and social media campaigns wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. And best yet, Shopify is your commerce expert with world-class expertise in everything from managing inventory to international shipping to processing returns and beyond. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify.
So what are you waiting for? Turn your big business idea into cha-ching
Money!
with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/trash. Go to shopify.com/trash, shopify.com/trash.
Back to the episode.
Yeah, I remember when I went to Barcelona.
Yeah.
This is years ago, and I went to the Sagrada Familia, which is like that giant fucking insane looking cathedral that they
This
have.
one
there.
that's not even finished, right? Like
This-
they're
so it's still on extra. You're just standing in front of this thing, and you're like, "Oh my god, that's a lot of
That thing looks
money."
insane, yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah, okay. As someone who loves sightseeing, this sounds like a place I would love.
Oh no, you would love it.
Yeah, because my favorite thing to do when I go anywhere is to just walk around.
Yeah, that's literally what I did because I somehow convinced Emily, Daidus, and Dee to leave their rooms, which is hard enough to do already. Because
That's an achievement.
Emily really wanted churros. And I'm like, Emily, this is you know,
Go to Disneyland.
you know, right area, wrong country, you know.
Yeah.
But so we were just walking around Porto trying to find churros for Emily. And just through just the act of walking around, we just stumbled upon. So can you just search up like Porto? What's the central Porto?
Yeah, I want to see
called?
what the city looks like.
Like stunning.
Porto Bridge.
There you go.
Like
Well, that's
That like joins the two.
That joins the two sides
and
of
you can just
Porto.
walk over it.
so
on
you
the top or the bottom.
So basically, everywhere you walk around, looks like the most picturesque place you can ever find.
That's
and
sick.
there's so many little like alleyways that you can get lost in and explore.
I love that.
Because we were like, let's go towards like the bridge area and see what we find.
That's like the center.
Yeah, this like the center.
And it's like a relatively small city, right?
And it is a relatively
Yeah.
small city. And you walk up to the bridge and you just see like the riverside and all of the buildings as well.
looks
Unfortunately, we didn't see any of the I didn't see the main tourist spots, I think. I don't even know if the cathedral I went to was the main cathedral.
It's just a cathedral.
I think it's just a cathedral. That was
Right.
enough for me. There was also like a bookshop as well, which I heard people
It's
go
like famous.
to. Yeah.
The library that's famous.
Yeah, a famous bookshop. Unfortunately,
Say less.
I can't read, so I actually.
I mean, you know, it's a library, innit? Just kinda, just books.
Do they have Chris Broad's book in there?
Probably. I mean, it's certain things, like, I just don't want to be behind 1 million tourists
Yeah.
and look at things. So.
Yeah. And honestly, it was like pretty busy in terms of tourists, but it wasn't as overwhelming as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it was not bad, actually.
Yeah.
It was, I think we were also there at like some of the weekdays as well. But I for me, like the dream day of a vacation is wake up and like 9-10,
Yep.
have a godlike breakfast, sit around for an hour, then do gym, and then maybe now it's like what, like 2:30, and then I'm like, all right, let's get probably like lunch, I guess.
Yeah.
Get lunch, sit around more, maybe go to the pool, chill, and then walk to dinner or something, and then just walk around a bit and go home. That's like, I just want to eat all day. Eat and then exercise.
Yep.
That's
Fair
like
enough.
truly relaxing.
But you can exercise by walking around as well.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Yeah.
You can do that too. But
Yeah.
I prefer to like, I don't know, do a full workout and then I'm like,
No, fair enough.
I don't know, it's different. Walking feels different to like working out.
Yeah, it's still working out though. Especially if you're walking around all day.
I guess so.
Yeah. But yeah, honestly, just a nice holiday.
Cool. Well,
Amazing wedding.
I know where I want to go to next.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go to Portugal actually, because I do have a couple of friends who live there.
It's nice, just far away from Japan.
It is far.
It is very far away.
Like the smallest, like the quickest trip you can do from Japan to Porto is like, or like Portugal in general is like 20 hours.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Because you have to lay over.
Well, I've done Madagascar before, so I'm used to it.
True.
I'm used to the long flights.
True. But yeah, I feel like when you get past the like 12-hour range is where it really becomes a kind of a slog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, now I'm like in a full sleep day, wake up again, airport. You're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But it's fine.
Did you hear what happened to Emily and Daidus at the beginning?
No.
So I don't know how this happened.
Oh no, I did get heard this. Yeah.
I don't know how this happened, but so they we were going to meet Emily and Daidus. We'd all booked like an Airbnb, and their flight landed, I think, 4 hours before ours, right? And we were like, oh, don't worry about it. You can just go to the Airbnb and we can meet there. It's fine. And they were like, no, we'll wait around for you guys. I was like, damn, 3-4 hours waiting around. Okay. Up to you guys. Up to you.
All right.
So we head out and we start messaging. Sydney starts messaging Emily and Daidus, and we're like, where are you guys? And they're like, we're at the Starbucks. And I'm like, cool. So we walk around and we see a Starbucks. We go to the Starbucks and we message them. And we're like, yo, where are you guys? We can't see you. And they're like, no, we're sitting down at the Starbucks. And they're like, and then we replied saying, we're sitting down at the Starbucks. Are you at the right Starbucks? And then they go, yeah, we're at the Starbucks outside the arrivals. And we're like, we're outside the Starbucks outside the arrivals. What's going on? And then we're like so confused. And then Sydney messages them, where are you guys right now? And they're like, we're at Lisbon Airport.
Oh my God.
And they had somehow in terms of like, I don't know if there was a miscommunication happening.
Yeah.
They had somehow found themselves in Lisbon Airport after God knows how many hours of their flights that they've just taken.
I think in their head they were like, we're meeting up in Portugal.
It's like Portugal.
Yeah.
Same
Oh,
thing.
Porto's just short for Portugal.
Yeah.
I asked them because they told me about this.
Yeah.
And I was like, how does this happen? They were like, yeah, we were messaging Sydney and we said, oh, we'll be at Lisbon. We said Lisbon like 5 times. And Sydney was like, okay. So I guess Sydney also didn't correct them, which sounds like something that I can believe as well.
Because it's quite far, right? Porto from Lisbon?
Yeah, like a 3-hour train or 2-hour
Yeah,
train.
right.
Yeah.
I think it's
like on the other side of Portugal.
no, it's not that far.
It's not that far?
Luckily it's Europe, so it's never.
Yeah,
It's
I mean
not like
Portugal's
it's
a
never
tiny
too
city.
far
Oh,
away.
okay, it sounds the south.
Yeah.
That's like a train.
I mean, that's fucking far.
But bro.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
But
God damn.
Bro, I felt so bad, man.
So what, they just had to get a train?
Yeah, they just had to get a train, and I think they turned their like travel time to like a full 24 hours or some shit like that. Credit to them. They still came in with smiles once they arrived.
Good on them.
But goddamn, it was like that wasn't even the worst. That wasn't even like the worst travel thing that happened. One of our mates, he had a flight that was scheduled for 5 a.m. and they were going to arrive at Porto at like 7 a.m. or something.
Right.
So they get to, so they were on the train to the airport, and then someone pulled the fire alarm
Oh, shit.
on the way to the airport.
Yeah.
So they missed their flight at 5 a.m. after waking up at like 3 a.m. And there were no flights to Porto for that entire day.
Oh, shit.
So they needed to rebook. They needed to change airports to Gatwick for a flight that was going to take off 8 hours later, right? So they somehow find their way to get a flight, not to Porto, but to Lisbon.
Okay.
And they're like, okay, at least we're going to be in the country and we can get a train over. Nope. They arrive at 8 p.m. Around like in the evening time. So they arrived after a point when the last train from Lisbon to Porto was going to depart.
Right.
So they needed to rent a car to drive there, which takes way longer.
Yeah.
And so they ended up having planned to arrive at Porto at 7 a.m. They ended up arriving at 2 a.m. that night.
So a 2-hour trip turned into like a 20-hour trip.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
And that was probably the worst thing that happened during this Portugal trip.
Yeah, after that point, I just wouldn't travel for a while.
Yeah.
Or
Pretty much. I'd be like, you know what?
I'd be scarred after
You know what,
that.
guys? I'm done. I'm done
traveling's
holidaying.
not for me.
I'm done holidaying, you know.
Yeah, mine was pretty chill.
Yeah, I was pretty chill as well.
I mean, I just hate going to Frankfurt Airport. That's where my layover was.
Right.
Yeah.
I hate going there. I feel like they're always disorganized. Germany, you're so known for efficiency, but what is it with airports, train stations? Just so fucking inefficient. Shit show.
Damn.
Yeah. But that was our European trip.
Well
yeah.
Wedding was
done.
good.
Well done. Yes, I relaxed and
Yes.
drank wine. Well done.
Well done, guys. The
Well
wedding
done.
was great. Beautiful wedding. Everyone got decently drunk and merry.
As you do. As you should.
As you should do.
I was struggling with jet lag.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I could tell.
Yeah, because you guys flew directly from Japan, right?
Yeah, 8-hour difference. And I was just like 10 p.m. I was like,
That's the worst as well when it's like
I'm awake. I'm awake.
the quarter day difference jet lag is the worst.
Yeah. Europe,
6 to 12 hour difference is
going
like
back
the
to
worst.
the UK or I really normally kind of struggle with, or at least normally coming back, I really struggle with.
I've struggled with
Yeah.
that coming back.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Normally when I go there, it's fine because I'm doing stuff and then when you come back, it's like, oh, I got to get back to work and I got to go to sleep at a normal time and eat. And you're like, oh,
Yeah.
fuck, okay.
Right.
Yeah,
It
I
can
was
be tough.
struggling a lot coming back. So, yeah.
I came back and went right into a Final Fantasy Tactics marathon.
Oh, yeah.
I so
How
it
was
was
that?
the day after I came back.
Was that the first time playing Tactics?
Yeah.
How was it?
Maybe the best Final Fantasy.
It is the best Final Fantasy.
Might be the best one.
Yeah. I'm
In
still...
terms of like story or
Story, 100%.
Yeah.
I think it might be my favorite.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
it's so mature.
the voice
compared
acting
to-
is so good.
And then the new one, they added voice acting.
Yeah. All the characters are voice
okay,
acted now.
okay.
Really fucking good voice acting.
I'm working my way through it right now.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good. So good.
It's like, I don't know, imagine if Final Fantasy, but they added a bit more edge,
Yeah.
a bit more, dark aspects to the stories and characters, and add a lot of, not that it doesn't have maturity, but maybe, I don't know what's the right word to describe the story.
Just
Gritty,
Yeah.
quite gritty.
Right.
despondent, maybe.
And a lot of those like Final Fantasy isms are still, some of them are still there, but a lot of the ones that like, we got to fight God, that's kind
Right.
of gone.
Okay.
And that's kind
Would
of,
you say it's a smaller scale in terms of story?
It's more in line with like a Fire Emblem story, I would say,
Oh,
if
okay,
anything.
okay.
Because, the gameplay is also similar to Fire Emblem. It's grid-based tactic.
Yeah.
Turn-based tactic game. But it's there's a lot more intuitive elements to tactics.
I'd say a lot more
feel.
grounded.
Yeah.
It's kind of like War of the Roses, a lot of inspiration from that in the UK, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And then, there's a lot of aspects of it that, obviously, if today that are really relevant. There's a lot of aspects where they're often like, why should we be taxed by the rich to have no benefit for it? And you're like, hold on, okay.
Hold on, you're spitting.
Oh, I'm kind of spitting right now. There's a lot of like, there's groups in it that are like want just the monarchy to be gone.
Yeah.
And then, but you're fighting for the monarchy at the time. You're like, wait, why? This guy's kind of based. Why am I fighting? Why am I going like against
I
him?
don't know. I feel like some subjects are always relevant,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 20-year-old story.
Yeah.
So.
but just really like relevant, really gritty, and like the political aspects of it are really interesting as well in terms of a Final Fantasy story. Because I feel
Yeah.
like often sometimes there's kind of a, like obviously Final Fantasy VII is about, using the Earth's resources and stuff. And it's very apparent what it's talking about, but it's kind of nice to see it kind of go back to more like, all right, hold on, there's kind of factions here, and they're kind of, they both, Ram, and Rams is a really interesting character from Final Fantasy perspective because he's born into royalty, but he doesn't really want to be Boiis, so it's kind of like, or he doesn't really like the aspects of it.
Right.
But he also doesn't really fight it in the start. So there's like this kind of really cool aspect where he's kind of having to kind of be like, wait, me doing nothing is helping the system? I need to actively fight against it? All right, shit. Based. So sick.
Hell yeah.
How long's the game?
40 odd hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
it's a full 3 days.
Standard Final Fantasy.
But really good. The gameplay is really good. It's hard. At least on Tactician mode, it's hard. Like I was playing.
Oh, you played on Tactician?
Well, because the first one was a little too easy.
Yeah.
But then I also had Pete helping me.
Yeah.
And so Pete was like, right away from the ground, he was like, right away, he's like, ground rules. I'm going to explain how it works. And he was really helpful in kind of explaining the mechanics.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you get XP based on how many actions you perform.
Right.
Unsuccessful actions.
Yeah.
So you do have to kind of do a lot of grinding.
Yep.
Otherwise, you get like kind of stuck. And it's weird because there'll be fights that are really easy. And then suddenly it'll be like, here's the hardest fucking thing you've ever experienced in your life. You're like, okay.
That sounds like every turn-based game, honestly. Fire Emblem does something similar.
I guess
think.
so, yeah.
Fire Emblem does that, but Tactics got to the point where in the original game, if you didn't grind at certain points and if you saved at the wrong time, you would just straight up soft lock because the game's progression would just be like this, and then it'd just suddenly be like, here's a hard boss.
There was like 1 or 2 bosses in this that like, it went from like 2 to 10. And you're like, what the fuck?
Because the game expects you to grind.
Right.
Yeah, there was a couple of times that me and Pete had to like do some really weird builds to just try and get past one section of the fight because it was so fucked.
I'm glad you liked it though.
So good. Yeah, maybe my favorite. I mean, definitely my favorite story in Final Fantasy, but
for sure.
maybe my Final Fantasy. I don't know yet. I need time to cook. I need time to like stew on it. And
you always need time to just let it stew a little bit, because I feel like a lot of people, they were like, okay, this is my opinion and my opinion is not going to change. And I feel like there's some games or just media in general where you let it sit for a while and you're like, maybe that wasn't as good as I thought it was.
Yeah, I mean, how much do I think about it after is a massive determinant.
Yeah,
into how much I actually end up liking it.
Yeah, there are so many things where I finish it and I'm like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen, and then I just don't end up thinking about it. And some things that I don't like, I think I don't really fuck with, and then for some reason I just keep thinking about it. You know, something about it lingers with me.
I mean, even if it was just the added voice acting, I think it would still be worth re-releasing it, because the voice acting is so good in this game.
Okay.
It is genuinely amazing,
and they're like genuinely casted. Like, I mean, I play,
and the writing is godlike.
I'm playing it in Japanese, so I don't know how the English voice acting is.
Dude, the English is so fucking.
Yeah,
I feel like maybe I'm pilled here, but I feel like it's such a medieval like English story.
Yeah,
that it suits it so well, because all the dialogue is in kind of for lack of better terms, I don't really know how to explain
English.
it. Yeah, like Shakespeare kind of English. You know, I know that's not correct, and people are pulling that, but like it's all written like that, and it lends itself so well to the story. So I feel like you should be playing in English.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Play in English, Joey. It's so good in English.
Yeah, the Japanese voice acting is like legitimately spot on to what I was expecting. Because when I played it as a kid, there's only like 1 or 2 characters that are voice acted in certain cutscenes, and the rest is just text. So as a kid, I just like imagined what these characters would sound like. And so when I started playing the game, there was a part of me that was like, oh, I hope the character that I like has that one voice that I imagined him to have.
Yeah,
and it was all spot on.
Well, it's pretty cool because like there'll be some characters that are only there for 1 or 2 scenes, but the voice actor does such a good job. And the writing is so tight that like you're like, okay.
It really brings the story to life for sure.
And it's really fun too, because depending on which characters you bring in the fight, you get different dialogues.
Yeah,
which is really cool too.
Oh, that's cool.
Fucking amazing game. Maybe like my favorite game I've played this year.
Oh, really?
It might be my favorite.
Damn.
I don't know. I've played a lot of really good games this year. Like Soma's really good.
Yeah.
I just played a game called Look Outside that was really good. It was like an eldritch horror, cosmic horror.
Oh, cool.
Kind of JRPG Maker style.
Oh, okay.
It was
Nice,
really good. Yeah, I mean the images of this game. Like,
this looks up my alley.
This is I think you'd really enjoy this game. I mean, look at some of the enemy designs.
That's sick.
This is really
it is like RPG Maker.
Yeah, really cool game. I really enjoyed this game a lot too. I just finished this recently. But Final Fantasy Tactics is really good. This was amazing too. The sprite work, it's so cool, and very like fear and hunger coded, for lack of better way of explaining it. I know that's a very derivative to say that, because I know that like
it's the fear and hunger
before it. Yeah, this is like it's
of indie games,
but like just to very easily kind of give you an idea. You know, But I liked it because it kind of rewarded you for being hopeful. And like, there's a lot of people who you meet, and you're like, oh, this guy's gonna fucking kill me.
I like how you search this, and people also search for fear and hunger.
Yeah.
I mean, I it's hard to imagine that it wouldn't have been somewhat kind of, the popularity of Fear and Hunger. I imagine it was maybe, even if not intentionally so, like rubbed off on.
Yeah.
But like because you open up and, you look outside immediately and you fucking die.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, can't look outside. And then it's all very weird, and people approach your door and they knock, and they're like, you have to see if you want to talk to them or not.
I've noticed there's, especially this year, I feel, and maybe this is just me noticing it now, but there's been a lot of this kinds of like more existential, cosmic horror, analog horror inspired indie games that have been coming out that have just been fucking killing it. Like the No, I'm Not Human, like that game
that's
that
an
recently
amazing
came
game
out,
too.
fucking insane. Such an insane game.
Have you played this game? No, I'm Not Human.
No.
Super interesting game. So it was a demo. We got a demo, like a short horror game on a anthology Steam collection.
Yeah.
About a year and a half ago or a year ago, and it was really popular. So, and people were like, it was very odd because it was only about an hour and a half, and it was just a demo. And it got insanely popular because the concept was really unique and the visual style was really strong too. If you could click the images, you'll see.
Yeah, the
some
visuals
of the style
so
is
cool.
It's very intense.
It's kind of like what is it, like full motion video, like FMV styled like visuals, like from the 90s and stuff.
You can click any of the ones where he's like got a gun out, or the eyes, or like you can see.
So it's the whole idea of like how like it's the end of the world. The sun is like turned into like a cosmic ray that like kills anyone that's outside, and there are these like quote unquote skinwalkers that are walking around at night. And you're basically in the whole game, you're inside your own house, and you have to either invite people who come to your house to save them or push them away, but you won't know if they're going to kill you or not unless you do like certain number of like tests on them.
But you have to let people in because there's this that one creepy guy who's smiling. If you don't have people in your house, he'll kill you.
Yeah, he'll
and also there's a so the game opens up, you wake up, your neighbor comes over, he's like, hey, you have to keep people in your house, otherwise it's not safe to be alone. You're like, okay. And then obviously right away you start getting knocks on the door, and then you're like, okay, I'll let this guy in, I guess. And then you let them in, and you don't really know right away. You can't check. Or you have a very limited conversation with them. You can't ask them a lot of questions, and you have to decide, do you let them in? And if you let them in, you go to bed, you wake up the next morning, there's a TV and saying, oh, there's a disaster. These people are infected. Here is a sign they'll be infected. And every day you kind of they tell you a new sign.
It's like, oh, their eyes are red, or they've got dirt under their fingernails. And so every day you have like a certain number of like, I guess, energy points to check the people in your house, or even sometimes yourself, because you can also get infected.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And you have to basically just try and use context clues to figure out, is this person an actual human, or is this guy going to kill me?
Right.
And so as you go on as well, this government agency that's on TV, they start turning up at your door, and they start just taking people.
Yeah.
You don't know why. You can't really have a say in it. And if you try and fight back, they just get more aggressive and they just take people.
Yeah.
And so you end up having to really like let a lot of people in and learning their stories. But the main like thing about the game is that you learn these things and you are almost feeling like you're thinking for yourself. But the whole thing is that it tries to make you just kind of be a participant in discrimination.
Yeah.
Because that's what you do.
Yeah.
Because the signs they give you are like, check their teeth. Are they perfect? If they're perfect, they're an alien or a visitor, as they call them. If they have bloodshot eyes, they're a visitor. These are all like really like things that anyone could have, right? Like half of our eyes are bloodshot because we're fucking tired all the time. It's like, and some of the signs also are used like, they have dirt under their fingernails, stuff that like, very, very discriminatory to like, maybe like that could be like working class or
I know there's like a character where like they're a dentist, and so they're like, of course I have perfect white teeth, I'm a dentist, but like do you believe him?
Yeah. And then also there's tests like, and the tests get more invasive, like they're like, oh, we need to check your armpits, and so it gets like really kind of the whole point of it is to make you kind of question, hey, you're just kind of participating in this weird government agency that's telling you to check these things. And it's really genius in the way that it so quickly makes you kind of throw all of your humanity aside, because you're like, well, I need to survive. And even though I don't trust this government agency, I don't have anything else. And you're this kind of lunatic who's you slowly are revealed that like you don't really know what's going on with your family, but you're kind of estranged from them. Or some people theorize you might have like killed your family. And you are known as like the hermit. So everyone in this town knows you're a bit of a weirdo.
Yeah.
And you start kind of becoming, it's really genius in the way that it makes you participate in like just straight up discrimination and being like kind of ableist towards other people. And then you kind of having to use that context to question like, what the fuck is going on in this world?
Yeah.
Are they even visitors? Because the visitors in this game, they don't know they're visitors. But they'll kill people at night.
Yeah.
So,
I think the
really
most genius thing as well that's like really subtle is the fact that every person who shows up to your door is like sitting in the uncanny valley. Like they all
look fucking weird.
Slightly off.
Right.
So you can't tell just from how they look because every character in this game looks slightly fucked up.
Yeah.
So it's even more so. You're just like, okay, you can't just be like, oh, you look fucked up, so therefore you're probably a visitor. No, everyone looks fucked up.
But then it absolutely tries to use your discrimination that you probably have in your head. Like, there'll be a guy that he's like he loots from dead bodies and he looks like absolutely fucking unhinged.
Yeah.
And of course, your first thought is, I don't want this fucking guy in my house.
Yeah.
But obviously he might be totally fine.
Yeah.
And so it's like you have to. It really challenges you how you kind of view the world. But you very quickly kind of end up participating, which is super. It is what it is really.
Yeah.
And it points in the game. You get given like an envelope where you can almost give this to someone to have the government agency come and collect them.
Right.
So you even more so get involved in kind of participating in it. It's really interesting.
Okay.
And,
really cool game.
It's so interesting because even on just like a surface level of what the gameplay is, it's really interesting. But then the deeper like kind of aspects of the game are really fascinating as well. It's such a cool game.
Yeah.
Recommended. And yeah, it's very, it's like a 5-6 hour game.
Okay.
You can replay it a bunch as well. There's a bunch of cool
10
endings that I didn't
right?
get. Yeah, so many cool endings. And it's some characters are set whether they'll be a visitor or not. But a lot of them are like could be either or on each playthrough. So there's a lot of replayability, and they all have really interesting stories.
Yeah, that sounds like right up my alley and super interesting.
Yeah. If you love like the whole like analog horror shit as well, like this
I
is,
mean, I
like-
love cosmic horror.
Yeah.
The only type of horror I like.
Yeah.
And sometimes you'll like have someone come in your house and they'll tell you a story about something horrible that happened, and then another character will come in, maybe like days later, or like in your playthrough, it'll be hours, and he'll give you like he'll tell a story, and you're like, sounds like you were there for the other side of this person's story. Like there's one guy who is a cab driver and he's like, oh, my dad got beaten half to death from a customer. And then this mobster comes in later on. He's like, yeah, I beat this taxi driver to death because he looked at me the wrong way. And he's a piece of shit. And you're like, okay, it's pretty fucking...
So is he a visitor or is he just a piece of shit human?
And they all have really interesting stories and some of them are really kind of bizarre and just unhinged or really like sad. Like, there's like a kindergartner teacher that's looking for her kids and she's like absolutely, not doing okay.
Yeah.
And at some point in the conversation, if you talk with her, she might grab your gun and shoot herself.
Yeah.
It's kind of all unhinged.
Also,
like
the soundtrack is fucking terrifying in this game.
Yeah,
too.
the music is very haunting.
The music is so haunting. Really good game.
Really cool game. Hope the devs keep making interesting games because it's a really cool concept.
I just love seeing like the indie scene, especially like the indie horror scene, just like come out with so many like just unique games like this.
It's good. We AAA gaming is great too, but indie gaming has also been so fucking amazing right now.
For sure.
And
Is AAA gaming great?
I think
What even is a AAA game anymore?
we get some absolute bangers, but we get some real stinkers. But indies, there's just so many games that it's so easy to find these amazing hidden gems that offer these really cool experiences that are quite short.
Because like I've been playing a bit of Ghost of Yotei.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is it good?
It's good.
Yeah, I haven't started.
It is
yet.
a AAA game.
What do you want to say, Garnt?
It is good. It is a good AAA game that I've played many times before, and at this point, it's just comfort. I feel like we're going through a stage right now where I remember back in the day where you're like, okay, AAA game, it's got to be a shooter. It's got to be some kind of shooter. Now it's just like, okay, here is open world. Here is a mechanic to deal with open world. Here are some objectives to go to. Do the objectives. And that is it. Like, I do think Ghost of Yotei, very cinematic, beautiful as fuck game. Holy shit, is the game beautiful. The action gameplay is very fun. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm just listing off like fucking talking points at this point.
Right.
Cinematic.
We are both sponsored to play.
Yeah, we were both
as well.
sponsored to play.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I understand what you mean, where it's like it's got all the bells and whistles, but nothing is really gripping you.
Yeah.
But that's why these indie horror games are so cool sometimes, because they have such a strong concept.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay. And then the world is so interesting.
Yeah. Like I think the difference between like playing something like this and playing like something like Expedition 33, which, you know, I think that's more classed as like a AA game rather than a AAA.
Yeah.
In terms of like how many people worked on it.
Yeah.
But just the concept and the hook of it, and obviously, you know, Expedition 33 was doing something totally unique in terms of its, you know, approach to like gameplay and turn-based combat and stuff like that. Whereas Ghost of Yotei, I feel like I have played this game many times before. It is a polished game.
Yeah, it's like the most solid 8 out of 10 ever.
Yeah,
like you will not be disappointed by anything, but it's not going to be like the best thing you've ever played in your life.
Which reminds me of like why I didn't finish Ghost of Tsushima, which I also really enjoyed as well. I just didn't finish it. And I think I've realized with a lot of these AAA games, what is the determiner about whether I finish it or not is, do I like the story?
Yeah.
Because if I don't like the story too much, then there's not enough to keep me coming back before the next open world AAA title comes out.
Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima started off really strong in terms of story, I think, but like once it opened up to the rest of the island, I was kind of just like, all right, it's the same thing again, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, it kind of like, I finished it, but I was like, by the end of it, I wasn't as satisfied as I was hoping I would be.
I also just don't think I enjoy console gaming much anymore.
Right.
I don't know.
Why?
I just don't like playing on the PlayStation.
Really?
I don't enjoy it.
What's the difference?
Because you can't stream it.
Yeah.
No, I like the PC. I don't know. I just like being able to tweak everything and get it the way I like it and stuff like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad something like Ghost of Yotei exists because it's something where I don't have to feel pressure to stream it. Well, I feel like, you know, unique experiences do better on stream, right? Whereas this is literally turn my brain off, brain do brain thing, and
be badass samurai.
It does feel bad because I do feel like I am just consuming now. You know, I am just consuming this thing.
Well, because I think it's not pushing anything new.
Yeah.
It's not doing anything that like really gets you excited. It's just it does everything very good.
Yeah.
Which is so weird that could be almost like a negative in a sense. You're like, man, I don't feel anything about this.
Yeah. Right. And
I understand what you mean. I feel the same way. It's like when they like remade like Ratchet and Clank. It's like, okay. I mean, it looks amazing and I'm sure the gameplay is great, but you're just kind of nothing exciting.
Yeah, we've been here before kind of deal, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I love kind of, you know, playing those games like there's No, I'm Not Human or like Look Outside. It's like, at least it's like, it's trying to do something or tell a story that's in at least a world that hasn't been explored or something like this. Right? That's like cosmic horror is so interesting.
Yeah.
And so much potential for it.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously they can also, you know, indie studios and indie devs can take a lot of risks.
Yeah.
And they can tell stories that, you know, these kind of studios can't really tell.
I think risk is a big thing because when you get up to like any entertainment industry, when we get to the AAA blockbuster productions, you do have a short list of stuff that you need to hit in order to appeal and get as many sales as you possibly can.
Appeal to the largest crowd as possible.
Yeah.
Right?
And in a sense that limits the type of, not only type of gameplay you can get away with, the type of stories you can tell, the type of, you know, the type of approach you have to a game in general, which is why I feel like when you do have a big budget production that does do something new, I think that should be really fucking celebrated because that just means that there is many people are taking risks on this at a high enough level. And it is a very, very rare case that you do get a AAA production that is willing enough to do something new, which is why, you know, I don't know when the last time this happened, but the last time it felt like it happened to me was Breath of the Wild. Yeah. You know, seeing just a whole new approach to open world gameplay. And that was just, I feel like that was like, that's why I hold it as like in such high esteem, just because I know how rare for something like that to happen, especially in this modern day where it does feel like
we're spoiled as well.
Huh?
We're spoiled as well.
Yeah, we are spoiled.
We are spoiled.
So like, you know, doing an 8 out of 10 almost nowadays, I'm like, is that good enough to warrant playing it?
Yeah.
I'll just go and play Fortnite every hour.
Yeah.
I never too. I mean, it's like a tough It's like, how do you stand out now? Like,
Yeah.
you have to really be doing something interesting.
For sure.
And even when you boot this game up, it sounds beautiful. The visuals are in.
Holy shit, the visuals are insane.
Yeah.
The cutscenes, like the opening cutscene, is like genuinely like Kill Bill. It's like
Damn.
as good as like it looks as good as these movies.
There is one thing that annoys me because I am playing it in English because it is a it's an American-made game.
It's also English first recorded.
It is English first recorded, and I don't know, Japanese. It's set in Japan. I'm like, I can enjoy this in Japanese. I can enjoy this in English, but they do this thing in the English scripts where it's getting to this point now where before anime dubs or just dubs in general were praised for picking and choosing Japanese words and keeping words like san or sensei in it. But there are some points in Ghost of Yotei where I'm like, did this need to be in Japanese? Yeah. Did Yari need to be like? Can you not just say spear?
Yeah.
There are so many words.
Oh,
in
they
there.
say Yari.
Yeah, they say Yari in there.
Bruh, just
when I'm
say
like,
spear.
when I'm like, what is the what is the line here?
Yeah.
What are we choosing to be in English and what are we choosing to be in Japanese?
Yeah, but Yari just sounds so much cool.
Yeah, I think this is a thing because obviously Japanese culture is so kind of, it's quite revered, I guess.
Yeah.
Like it gets the most glazed, okay? Japanese culture
It does.
has an absolute fucking glaze fest,
Yeah.
okay? And look, and we're no fucking strangers to this. We fucking glaze it too.
Yeah.
Sure.
But sometimes it gets glazed so heavily,
Yeah.
where you're like, bro, chill. This reminds me, and I always fucking think back to this moment when I went to that fucking bougie restaurant in Belgium, and they called it negi to me. I'm like, brother, it's a fucking leek. Call it a leek, bro. We have a word for this. Like, fuck off. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, no amount of like, and it's purely because they're like, if we call it a negi, it's Japanese and it's fancier.
Yeah.
It's not just any leak.
Yeah.
Leek in Japanese? Like, fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. We have these words. So don't be fucking.
I'm like, this thing exists outside of Japan,
Yeah. I understand if it's a Japanese word that, maybe has a little bit more difficult of a translation or, requires like several words to translate. But yeah, fucking just call it a spear. Everyone knows what a spear is.
Yeah. Like, I think like you've mentioned, if the word exists and is very commonly used in English, it's like just, but like if the door's like the paper door, you could just call it the
shoji.
The shoji, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's like we don't have that in
Yeah,
English.
that makes
It's a
sense
shoji,
because that is
right?
that is a uniquely Japanese thing.
Yeah.
But like, they're not
Same
going to.
reason why they'd be like, it's a katana, not a sword.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's fine. It's like it's widely known as a katana, right?
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah.
calls it that. But like, spear, it's like nobody fucking calls it the yari. You know what I mean?
Do they call bow and arrows like Yumiya? Probably.
Yeah.
No, I think
probably.
they call it bow, but then they have the name of each type of bow in Japanese.
Oh,
which I
okay,
think
okay.
that's fine.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that's fine,
That makes
that's
sense.
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah.
be like, yo, bro, pass me the
Pass me the
fucking
Yumi.
Yeah.
Fuck it off, bro.
But then you get like, you unlock other weapons as well. And I'm like, okay, so this thing is a sickle. I can't even remember the Japanese name that they refer to it
Kama.
as. Huh?
Kama.
Oh, no. Let me search
But like, we have that word, and we
Yeah,
all
we
know
have
it's
sickle.
Yeah.
right?
Because it's called sickle.
I mean,
think, in the menus.
you're obviously half Japanese, half
Yeah.
English speaking. So how
Yeah.
do you feel about when you see this stuff?
Oh, I'm just like, if there's an English word for it and the whole dialogue is in English, just say the English word.
Yeah.
But if
yeah.
it's, again, something like katana or something, right, where it's like very uniquely Japanese thing, then I understand.
Okay.
But just don't say, oh, I need my yari.
Okay.
Just say spear.
I have maybe a tougher question for you.
Okay.
Joe. In this game, one thing that I didn't know how I felt about this, maybe you could tell me your thoughts. In the game, everyone in English talks with a Japanese accent.
Oh, okay.
So like so when they talk in English, they all have like an Asian accent.
Right.
And I don't know if it's like,
Is it like the stereotypical, like,
I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Okay, here's my take on this, right?
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure they did hire.
It's all Asian actors.
It's all
Right.
Asian
Right.
actors.
They're not getting like fucking Tim from Milwaukee to
Yeah,
go like, oh, sorry. Pass me my yari. They're not doing that. Like,
but the
it's
thing-
not like,
The thing is,
I must have misplaced your yari.
but here's the thing. It is kind of getting to that. it's getting close to that level.
Right.
Because
It
I
does
could
feel
tell.
like I'm good, you know.
I could tell they are getting Asian American actors or just like, Asian actors. But I feel like they're like, can you switch up your Japanese side just like 50%, just like because and I can fucking tell that they are doing that, right? Because I don't think they're taking
Like they're not trying to take the piss or anything.
no,
right?
they're not trying to take the piss, but it would be the equivalent of like me trying to imitate my mum's Thai accent.
Yeah, right,
where I'm
right.
like, I am a Thai person that can speak English, but
Yeah.
I can also imitate like a more Thai accent as well.
I think for me personally, there is only one situation where something like that can work, and that's when if it's in a story that you can't take seriously. Like if it's kind of done in like a sort of like parody kind of way, like where it's a game, something like let's say like the Yakuza games for something, right? Where like half of that game you can't fucking take seriously because it's just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Then I think something like that, when kind of done in like a parody type of way, can work.
Yeah.
But if it's a super serious story like Ghost of Yotei, I think it's just a bit distracting.
And I wonder, is this a uniquely English thing? Like with the German dub, would they have had like German dudes doing Japanese German accents? Like I don't think so, right? I could be crazy.
I don't even know how you'd start to do that.
So like I feel like this is a uniquely odd thing that is done kind of in English.
Yeah, I don't know, because I was just like, this is made in English first,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's just weird. There is this weird line right now where it's just like, yes, everyone has an Asian accent in it, and I'm like, should they have just gone full American production with
Yeah,
this?
because I also think that like if you had, let's say, actually they definitely didn't do this, but I'm sure they had maybe some people doing this. They're like, let's say they just hired Japanese people who were fluent in English and obviously had a Japanese accent.
Yes.
At that point as well, I'm like, I don't know. Like at that, because isn't this mainly for accessibility to have the other languages? So
Yeah.
like I feel like, should we just, I don't know. It's a very confusing thing.
Maybe it's like maybe their idea of it was if they just got, let's say, a bunch of American actors to do the English dub, then maybe the American accent in a setting and characters like this there would just be too much of like a displacement of like, if maybe it wouldn't be as believable.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like if we've got people who are Japanese or Asian, I'm like, and if that's something I care about, I feel like I would just play the Japanese.
Yeah.
You know, and if
exactly.
I wanted accessibility, I would just play the English. And I don't know. I feel it's a really odd thing because
It is weird.
I couldn't figure out if I fucked with it or not. Because it was kind of cool, but I was also like, this is kind of odd.
Yeah,
because I've never seen a game do this.
Yeah.
Did Ghost of Tsushima do this too?
I can't remember.
I don't remember. I played in Japanese.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah, but I don't know. I almost
The commitment was impressive though, because every single character had an Asian accent.
they committed to it.
I was like, it's kind of cool.
But at the same time, it kind of reminded me of like those old like kung fu movie.
But
dubs.
yeah, it works in like something like Kill Bill because they're all speaking in English, and then they would have the guy from Japan who's the master swordsman who just happens to be fluent in English.
Yeah,
And,
see, like that
it
it
would
works
be-
in something like
you
Kill
must kill a beer.
Yeah.
Like,
It works
You're like,
in-
all right, okay.
Yeah, it works in something like Kill Bill because, like, at the end of the day, Kill Bill is like a black comedy in a lot of ways, right? Like, there's a lot of parts that's just so ridiculous you can't take it seriously, right?
Yeah.
So when like fucking Go-Go Hibari comes out, she's like, and Uma Thurman's like, "Go-Go done, eh?" Like, you can't take that seriously. It's funny, but I mean, look, I haven't played Ghost of Yotei, but I assume it's a very serious story.
Yeah, and
like
don't
Ghost-
get me wrong,
it
don't get me
is-
wrong. The actors have done a phenomenal job.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
all the voice acting is amazing.
Yeah,
I just want to
yeah.
make that very clear. Like,
Yeah.
this is not a criticism.
Yeah.
It was just I want to
An
know-
observation.
I just want to know what was the deciding factor of this decision, and is it? My main curious choice is this a uniquely English thing?
My other question is,
'Cause I don't think this is a thing in other languages.
I don't
right?
know.
I'm not informed.
And what is the
enough.
implication of that? I don't know. What does that mean? Like, I don't know how to unpack that.
my other question is, if hypothetically instead they just decided to get all like just full-on non-Asian American actors or even British actors
know.
and chucked it in here, would it work?
I would rather. I think I would rather have just them because I looked up the cast and most of the cast are Asian Americans.
Yeah.
I would rather have just them stick to their normal American accent.
Yeah,
I
right.
honestly there are some moments in it that instead of immersing me, it took me out because
Yeah,
I'm hearing like, ooh, you must find the Yari master. And I'm just like, and I'm just like, this isn't like
from Los Angeles.
I'm like, this is getting too close to weeb speak as opposed to getting me immersed into.
I think that's what it is. It's weeb speak.
Yeah. That's it, right?
Yeah. I'm like, maybe that's because we're like too deep in the source. I don't know. Like,
Maybe,
if I was like, you know, not to be like, if I was not saying, I hate saying normie because I feel like it's so fucking so it's so unhelpful to the conversation. But if I was just a normal consumer of games that didn't really like Japanese culture much, didn't care about it, I mean, I guess maybe it would just hit. I don't know. But for me, it's like feels this really weird barrier of like.
I'm sure if we were like, we went back to like our 14, 15-year-old weeb
sure
self, and we heard like, oh, it was like, yes, I will find the Yari master.
Yeah, just not very torn about it all.
Yeah.
Didn't really know how to feel. But and again, like the voice performance is amazing.
Yeah.
It is so well done.
No doubt.
But just an interesting conundrum.
Because I feel like with modern, I mean, we had Shogun recently, where it's an American-made film, and they literally committed to having Japanese people speak full Japanese with subtitles and have.
People who spoke English.
Yeah.
People who spoke English and Japanese sounded like they had a really heavy accent, and then the Japanese people who spoke English had a heavy accent.
Yeah.
And it worked really well because I think that world felt so believable.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe the mix was the answer, but I don't think so. It's all Japanese. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can play this in
I mean,
Japanese.
Fairu's voices, the Atsu.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's kind of, and she's amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
She's got this really good gruff voice that works really well with the character.
Yeah.
She was Jolene, right?
Jolene.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Which makes me think of like a game like, Final Fantasy 16, where, it's a Japanese game, but they did dub that in English first.
Yeah.
And you did have like the proper accents of all the different places there.
Same with Tactics. They got all the different regional UK accents.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, which makes me think if you're going to commit to like a Japanese game, maybe just maybe if you want that immersion, you do it in Japanese first, even though you're an American production, because it has been done before.
You know what? Maybe they should have gone further. Maybe they should have just like thrown as many Japanese words in as fucking possible, being like, instead of like me just saying like watashi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can
I don't know. I would love to hear what the viewers think about this as well. I'd love to know any thoughts below, because I feel like this is I haven't heard anyone talk about this. It was driving me crazy. I was like, I didn't know what to think about it. I was like, this is so bizarre.
I mean, I kept it on English mostly because I normally play games.
And the English performance is very good.
The English performance is great.
Erica, is it? Erica
Ishiki?
Yeah, who's a phenomenal actress. She did an amazing job.
No,
it was really fun to play.
Yeah.
No, it's like this was nothing about the acting performances at all.
Yeah, and this is not like, I'm so mad that Asians, it's all Asians and no whites are allowed. It's not that either. Some people get really up, this is a fucking stupid cultural bollocks. People don't give a fuck about. It's not that.
Yeah.
It's just would love to know where the accent specifically, how people feel about it.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure
not just accents, but like word choice as well.
Word choice,
when do we translate a word? When we don't translate a word?
I feel like the rule of thumb should just be, if it is a generally known English word and used often, this should just be that word, right?
My rule of thumb is, does it need translation notes? If it doesn't, it shouldn't be translated.
Keikaku.
Keikaku means plan.
Yeah. I'm sure there are some people who don't know, but there was a meme for a very long time where someone did the fan subtitles for Death Note when it was airing.
Yeah.
And they put all according to Keikaku, and in
translation
brackets,
notes.
they put translation notes. Keikaku means plan. And it became a meme. It was like, why the fuck did you put all according to Keikaku?
It's so funny.
It's just fucking ridiculous.
Classic.
It's like, do you know what the role of a translation is? But obviously it's fan subs. It wasn't.
That was just funny.
It was just it's an iconic meme that circulated.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so all according to Keikaku has lived on.
Yeah.
As a meme that is done very well.
Did they use the word Keikaku in Ghost of Yotei?
No.
Damn, they should.
Yet.
Yeah, there might be a moment.
Yes.
Where there'd be like a general and being like, General, Shogun, we've moved the units over, and he's like, all according to Keikaku.
It's cool though. They very commit as well to all the different like Ronin, samurai, and like they use those words very carefully to indicate who's who.
Yeah,
everyone's not just a samurai.
Yeah, again, if it's words like Ronin or samurai, like, yes, it makes sense to keep it in Japanese because it's part of the times and it's a little more difficult to understand. But we know what a fucking spear is.
Yeah,
Just say spear.
It's just one big ad for Hokkaido.
It is.
It is.
Another Hokkaido glazer.
Yeah.
Wow. Hokkaido gets all the PR. No, I'm kidding. It's good. It's worth. I mean,
great.
Yotei's a cool man.
Does the lip sync work? Because that's
It does.
that was the reason why I played it in English, because I was like, I mean, it's a 3D game, so
Yeah, it worked out well for Ghost of Tsushima. Because when I started playing 16, I started playing it in Japanese, and then I realized that the lip syncing was completely off, so I had to switch it to English. But with Ghost of Tsushima, it worked decently well, from what I remember.
Well, let us know down below what you think about all these conversations and games and whatnot.
Hey, look at all these patrons, though.
how
They're
beautiful
great.
they are.
Thank you, guys. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying this month, enjoying all those wonderful games that have been coming out. And hey, here's something else you can enjoy if you join us over on the Patreon. Not only will you be helping out the boys to make more episodes like this, but every single week we have Patreon exclusive content that you guys can only check out over there. We have a brand new one that you guys can go check out right after this one. Mudan, play a clip of that.
All right. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out the controls here. Oh God, I was on someone's fucking head.
Okay.
Wait, what? God, why are you All Might?
Bro, what are you talking? I'm a pro at this game. I got all the skins.
The good thing is that everyone who plays this game is literally like 3, so it's super easy to win.
Shit. I gotta get past this fucking thing. All right.
Easy. Easy.
Oh my days.
Yo, what's up, Garnt?
What's up? Yo, I am here.
This is so ass.
Joey, how are you failing? This is literally a toddler's game.
I'm trying.
Joey.
Stop pushing me.
There's no way.
But hey, if you want to check that out and support the boys in the process, head on over to patreon.com/trashtaste. Also follow us on Twitter, send us some memes on the subreddit, and if you hate our face, listen to us on Spotify. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.